Hi, Tiffany here with The Crafty Home. I always adjust like the back of my shirt when I do that. I don't know. Always at the beginning of my videos. Anyway, this is my wrap up for the Christmas Booktubeathon. I didn't quite get as much read as quickly as I thought I would, but I still met all the goals. So let's go through them. The challenges were, the first thing I read was I finished Heir of Fire. And I had about as many pages left in it as I had read in another book I did, so it kind of all worked out in my head. But so I read 3 books during the Christmas Booktubeathon, but I finished Heir of Fire. I had to get it back to the library. It was so good, and I can't wait for the next one. So then I started the first challenge, which was to read a book with red and green on the cover. So I read, like many others, The Girl Who Circumnavigated Fairyland in a Ship of Her Own Making, and see the cover's mostly all red, and then she's wearing a green jacket. This book took me a little longer than I thought it would, but it was good. I really liked it. I haven't really read a fairy tale, and so I loved the world building. I loved all the new characters, and I'm excited to read the other ones in the series. I really enjoyed this. And then I read, the next one was a book that you've really been wanting to read this year. And really, I could have picked almost anything because I have so many books on my TBR that I haven't read. But this is one that came to mind, and I'm really glad I picked it because it was quick, because it was so engaging. I read it in a day, less than a day. And that was The Selection by Kiera Cass. I had to borrow it from the library. I'm pretty sure I'm going to buy this series. But I have the other ones on hold, and actually they may be ready. I might be able to pick them up today. So I'm excited. I really enjoyed this book a lot. I liked that it was a dystopian that wasn't as dark, I guess. I mean, you can kind of tell below the surface, something's going on. But yeah, and the love story is really super duper sweet, and I just really liked this. And then to end it, the third challenge was to read a book that was either gifted to you or recommended. At first I was going with recommended because my chiropractor recommended a book, Homeland from the Dark Elf trilogy. I can't remember who the author is now. Salvatore might be his last name. But I looked at the print. The print was teeny tiny. The cover was ugly. I don't know, I couldn't even bring myself to want to read it. So I was like, you know what, maybe someday down the road. And I feel bad, and I hope he doesn't ask me if I tried them, because I just couldn't get myself to try them. But there was another book I've been reading with my son. He has already finished it, so I needed to finish it, and we're gonna start the next one in the series in the new year. Well, or even maybe after Christmas. We're doing it for his school, but I thought it'd be fun if I read it with him. So we have been reading The Chronicles of Narnia by C.S. Lewis. And we started with The Magician's Nephew, which my my son, didn't like as much. I think because there wasn't as much action in it. I think he'll like the other ones better. I've only ever read The Lion, the Witch, and the Wardrobe. I haven't read the rest of them, so I thought it was really good. I liked it. I finished it up just as the thing was ending, and this book was actually given to me. I have a whole box set like this. Oh, here you can see my other kitty. You've seen Felix, or Tigger, but this is Felix. Say hi, Felix. What? He is our more scrawny cat, as you can see, and he doesn't like to be cuddled. He's a silly kitty, aren't you? Always purr. He wanted some loving, but he won't cuddle up to you when you pet him. See, he wanted up. He's more like a dog than a cat. Okay, can I put you down? Or you want to sit here? Here you go. So the last book, anyway, this book was gifted to me by my husband. I have the whole box set, and he also got me an omnibus edition, but I enjoy reading these better. One of the first movies was the second movie that we saw together in theaters, or maybe it was the third, but one of the very first movies we saw when we were dating was The Lion, the Witch, and the Wardrobe, and we went and saw it with my aunt and uncle, who were just recently married, and we get along with them really well. Anyway, so The Chronicles of Narnia is kind of special to us, and he's read this and kept recommending it to me. So not only did he gift it to me, but he recommended it to me. And so I finished it, and I really, really enjoyed it. And then he and I got to talk about it a little bit when we were done, which was kind of fun. So anyway, those are the 3 books. And oh, and the 4th challenge was, of course, to read 3 books. So I did. I read 3. Yay! So I succeeded. I think that's the best I've ever done during a readathon, despite the fact that I got very sick Friday night, because it started Friday morning. I got very sick Friday night. Kind of had this ongoing thing. I have to get tested. Might be Crohn's or something. So if you know what Crohn's is, then you know what my ongoing problem is. I had to take samples, which you'll understand if you know what Crohn's is. Oh, it's the most embarrassing thing ever. I had to take them in today. So we're seeing if it's like a parasite first, and then if not, then I have to get a scope and way more information than you wanted to know. But it kind of comes without warning. So Friday night I was sick with that, but I could still read. I just was miserable. We watched some Star Trek because I was just like, oh, I just want to lay here and load. And then Saturday I was so tired from the night before. I slept a lot. I think I may be getting a cold, or it may just be whatever this is. It's going on for a month now. And then Sunday I did get a lot of reading in. So yeah, it's been good. So how long? Yeah, that's right. Oh yeah, because I stayed up late last night and I finished this book because my husband wanted to watch 2 episodes of Star Trek with me before we went to bed, and I was like, as long as you leave me like 45 minutes to finish my book, because I thought that would be enough, and I ended up with half an hour, and I was like, oh no. So I'm like reading. He's like trying to talk to me. I'm like, don't talk, I have to read. So I'm reading. I literally, the minute I closed this, I picked up my phone and I watched the little clock turn to midnight. I was like, oh my goodness, I just finished it. So anyway, it was a lot of fun, and I'm still continuing the Cramathon. Actually, right after I film this, I'm going to film like a midway update for the Cramathon, which will obviously be a lot of the same stuff. But yeah, so if you did the Christmas Booktubeathon, let me know down below and let me know if you have a wrap-up video, because I'd love to see it, and I will chat with y'all later. Bye!